What's up? I want to thank my man Cam for tagging me up for this video. I'm really surprised. I'm not usually not involved in like the video tag things and a lot of other things that go on with the top 10s and all that stuff. So it's my first time being tagged. So I appreciate that, Cam. Good looking out, man. Since you are a fellow guitar player, I'll put this track together real quick for you before I get to this thing. All right, here we go. Smooth track. This is really for everybody. For Cam, since you're a guitar player, I'm gonna play a little something. Had to stop the machine so I can stop this. Alright, y'all, it's your boy RaJuR, Real Deep Cool. Once again, I want to thank Cam for shouting me out on the video for the tag. And I guess I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do here, which is keep up with what's going on. So without further ado, I'm gonna put this guitar up. We'll do that, and then we'll get to what I am kind of confused. I think because I thought that this tag was started by another gentleman, and then I think somehow the other Lupe got involved. So I'm not sure if I'm messing it up or not. Please, you know what I mean. And I have no idea who to tag. I'm not sure who's been tagged already, and so on and so forth. So just work with me. But in the meantime, we're just gonna get started here before it gets too dark back here in the lab. Basically, get right down to it. We have 12 questions here that's been posed to the taggies or the taggies, and we're supposed to answer these. So I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna start off by saying, man, a lot of you cats don't know I'm old as crap, man. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to compliment myself. I don't think I look 52, going on 53 this year, but yeah, I'm like old head. So for me to go back, a lot of you cats was really like teenagers, maybe young enough to be my sons. You know what I mean? But it's all good. I try to remember back as far as I can. All right. Even when I was in the Navy and all that stuff, when I was going overseas and things. So I'm gonna try to do my best. Remember, ain't all it used to be. It ain't like a snapdragon. I mean, but here we go. What are your earliest fragrance memories? And I think what I remember is my dad always wore fragrances. He always smelled good. And I'm trying to go back once again. Wow, we talking about a long time, 52 years. So we talking about maybe 46 years or 45 years or what I have to remember growing up. And that's what I remember. My dad went maybe Old Spice, and later on in life he moved up to Polo Black. You know what I mean? So but he always smelled good. Every day he dabbed something on his you know, splash whatever. Every day. He never went out the door without smelling good before he went to work. So that's my earliest fragrance memories. And also remember my uncle turning me on to a fragrance when I was like a teenager, and I was thinking about buying a fragrance, and he came up with Aramis. I mean, like the Aramis with the gold juice. It was just say Aramis on it. That was the first time I ever really smelled a fragrance, because I never tried on my dad because it didn't really take to me. You know what I mean? So my uncle brought over the Aramis. He said, try this. And man, it was decent. So Aramis was really my first fragrance. My earliest fragrance memory, and and also my first experience. My first fragrance purchase would have to have been, it wasn't in the Navy. I think maybe when I got out the Navy. We're talking about like 1979, 82, when I was in the service. I don't remember wearing anything when I was in high school. I just can't remember. Now unless I wore my pop stuff, but I can't remember. But I think the first fragrance purchase that I can remember that I know of was from Macy's, and I think it was, I stuck with the Aramis thing, and I went with Havana. I think it was Havana. It was something about Havana, man. That blue bottle, it was just off the chain. Blue frosted bottle. And the quick story with that is, me and my sister we used to go to New York every weekend. Because my ex-wife used to live up there, so I knew a lot about going up and visiting her folk. So then me and my sister used to take trips up there, and we would go down to Canal Street or the Avenues of America, whatever it is, Korean Way, and they had all them knockoffs down there. And I went up there to get a Havana, and the guy ended up giving me one in a clear bottle. I'm like, man, this is the wrong bottle. It was supposed to be in a frosted bottle, but it was in a clear bottle. And man, it was a dud. It wasn't even a real thing, man. So first one I got gagged on in New York was an Aramis Havana, and then I came back and actually bought the real thing from Macy's. Let's see. So that was my first fragrance purchase that I remember. Okay, first niche purchase is probably gonna be Chergui. I think it's gonna be Chergui, because I think it was before the Tom Ford. Now, if we go with the first one I made for my girl, I didn't know anything about Tom Ford. I had no idea what Tom Ford was. I know she wore it every day and it smelled good, but I didn't know what it was. I know it was just a different smell. And I was like, man, that's just deep. You know what I mean? I couldn't understand it. I wasn't into perfumes at that time, not even colognes when I was with her. So, I didn't really get down like that. But I bought her a Tom Ford, man. I went there and saw the price of that. I'm like, hey, $110? And I was like, well, how much is the big one? That was for the small one. He was like, the big one is $150. So I bought it from Nordstrom's and bought that for her. Not for her birthday, anything. I just bought it. She said she was running out, so I went and grabbed it. And that was my first actual niche purchase for her. And then after that, when I started getting into the game, my first niche purchase was Chergui, because I heard so much about it, and people say, yo, it's a good way to get into the game. It was only like $70 from Amazon, and I still have it, along with Ambre Sultan too. I just wore Sultan last week, and Chergui. I put Chergui on this hand, but I sprayed up with Sultan, because I was doing this amber thing. So that would have been my first niche purchase. My first blind buy, man. I'm a blind buyer. I blind buy, but before I blind buy, I do a lot of research. The only one I've been disappointed with was Xidolo 33, only because I thought I read the notes right, but I just didn't know it would be smelling like Nior di Nior to me. So, it's not really, that was, I'm not gonna say it's my worst blind buy. I don't have a worst blind buy. Actually, I don't. Because usually I'm just looking at the notes on Frangretica, I'm doing checking out the reviews and whatever. So, I'm skipping over, but I'm just saying. I can't even say. So we'll go back to the first blind buy. Man, I can't remember, man. I bought so much stuff blind. All right, let me just pick one out. Well, I know what Shoutout smell like, so Shoutout. Let's go with Shoutout. Shoutout was my first blind buy. I had no idea what it smelled like. Somebody just said what it was. It smelled good, and I got it off Amazon. And shortly after that, I bought Shoutout right after that because I liked Shoutout. It was so nice, you know, for me, for my nose. And then after that, I bought the my first time Ford was Black Orchid that I bought for my girl. Best blind buy, Lyra. Lyra, my best blind buy. And that's totally blind. My man Renee was like, yo, they got a Lyra up there. Check out the notes, caramel, you know, blah, 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 bada bing. I'm like, well, how many you got left? It was on like eBay. He's like, they only have one, maybe two left. So I'm like, all right, so I brought up the page. I'm getting off work like after working at midnight. I'm tired. I'm ready to get in the bed, man. And Renee calling me, man, you better get it, man. You better get it. And I straight bought that, man. And that was my best blind buy. Yeah, that was it. I bought a lot of Xperience blind too and whatever, but and even I bought the Discovery sets from RaJuR. I had no idea what they smell like. RaJuR Discovery set 1 or 2. Ooze Stars, well, Ooze Stars and Shooting Stars for men. I didn't know what they smell like. I didn't know what Dijala smelled like. I bought that on Renee's recommendation. But my best blind buy would have been Lyra. My worst blind buy, like I said, right now is Xperience. Other than that, I don't really have anything that I blind bought that I didn't like. I really don't. And as you guys know, I rarely sell my stuff. I gotta really not like it to sell it. Favorite notes: sweet, caramel type, something that smell like Lyra, Creation E, Uda Leaf, Batito. You know, creamy, man. My thing is creamy, man. I like it. I like it when I spray a fragrance on me. It has to feel like it's lotion. Not only is you spraying it, but it's like it's part of my skin. Like I just rubbed it in, but it's not body cream. It's like it's lotion. That's me. That's my favorite notes, man. Anything creamy, even Idol Lupe. That was my first niche person I bought from men. And I was coming back from the Poconos and stopped through there real quick to pick up something. I didn't know what I was gonna pick up. And Christian turned me on to Lubin Idol. And I picked that up. Another creamy, boozy, creamy. That's my thing. Even though I like gourmands, boozy, creamy. Fragrant house, my best fragrance house, fragrance house. Tough, because I have a lot of RaJuR from Xperience. I like Tom Ford because of the diversity within the collections. Nothing smells like each other, not even close, totally just different most of the time. They may have like little DNA traits, but very little DNA traits. So I could say Tom Ford, I could say Amouage, because I have some Amouage as well, but it would be Killian, by Killian. Only because they had the gourmands, they had the diverse collection as well. I mean, even though they're mostly sweet, but I have a lot of Killian. I have like 5 coffins, and I have Forbidden Games that Lupe turned me on to, and you know, all the rest of them. Love. I mean, there's only a few I don't have. You know what I mean? I'm working on getting the ooze. My favorite ooze would be musk oud and amber oud. Them would be my best ooze. And black oud is not bad either, but musk oud and amber oud would be the next oud. I would get one of those. Would be what I get. My girl liked the 2. Fragrance that describes me, the same thing about the fragrance notes. Anything that's creamy, sexy, man, sexy, straight, like Pardon. You know what I mean? It gotta be neck nibbler material. You know what I mean? When I spray it on, when it's time to get down with the get down, and I'm up on that close up action, and you know she up on that neck, I want her to be. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm looking for. Y'all gotta excuse the lighting. Let me see if I can turn the light on just a little bit. Because it's starting to get dark as we sit here and speak. Okay, that's a little bit better. So, yeah, fragrance describes me sexy, man. Sexy, creamy, you know, is what it is. Anything that's going to have my girl nibbling on my neck and wherever else I spray it, that's how I get down. You know what I mean? I'm not a citrus guy. I can tell you what I don't like. All right, what about notes that I don't like? Citrus. That's it, period. Citrus stuff just reminds me of stuff that's out of Macy's. You know what I mean? I don't care how good it is. Aquaviva is the only thing that really turned me on. Aquaviva is the only thing that turned me on because that lemon was unbelievable. Other than that, I'm just not a citrus guy. So you want to add that in? what notes you don't like. I don't like citrus. It ain't going down with me, all right? And then we have my favorite fragrance. Right now, I don't know, man, but I put on Oud de Leaf the other day. As soon as I sprayed it, my girl was like, oh my gosh, what is that you just sprayed? Oud de Leaf is nice. Oud de Leaf is really, really nice. But I'm not sure whether that would be the one. Man, it's tough. It's tough. I like Lyra, but Lyra is a close-up scent. It doesn't project a lot, but it's nice. I like Creation E because it is a boozy type thing. I like Pardon, but I don't know. I just bought some. I can't remember what I just bought. It's boozy. Really nice boozy scent. I just purchased. But anyway, for now, we'll go with favorite fragrance. We'll go with Lyra. Okay, Lyra. Profile notes again. Anything creamy. The same thing about favorite notes. My profile notes the same way. I don't like citrus. I'm trying to get into patchoulis. I'm starting to upgrade my leathers. RaJuR velours. RaJuR velours. RaJuR velours. That joint is hot. That's not the one I could remember that I just bought with the boozy. But RaJuR velours, that can definitely become a signature scent. I don't have a signature scent because I wear everything. You know what I mean? Depends on my mood. But RaJuR velours, that man, that's some sexy stuff right there, man. That's some sexy suede leather right there for you. Holla at you. Boy, if you're feeling what I'm feeling about that RaJuR velours, then go ahead and give me a pound real quick. Because we got to hurry up and finish. I got to tag somebody, and I don't know who I'm tagging. So I'm trying to really figure out who I'm going to tag while I'm doing this, because I don't know who's been tagging or not. Alright, so anyway, and fragrance resolutions. I have no fragrance resolutions. If anything, just to complete my notes this year. Maybe complete my notes. Maybe more patchoulis and more leathers. I said I got every gourmand I want with the Killian and with the new gourmand Coquille, and you know I have Mandolo di Sicilia. You know, most of you guys know my collection because I can't help for showing it most of the time. So I have enough gourmands. You know, I mean, I'm really done with gourmands in a sense. So no. I mean, yeah, there's a fragrance resolution. I would just say maybe to add some more leathers to my collection, some real nice leathers, and get into some patchoulis. That's it, y'all. I'm out. Ride the real deep cool. Holla at your boy. Thanks, Cam, for choosing me up once again. Hope you like the guitar thing. I hope everybody dug it. Hope you can understand what I was trying to play. I'm trying to do something. I just do a beat together real quick and then do guitar over top of it. And now let me see who I want to pass this on to. I had one guy in mind, man, but I haven't heard from him. I haven't heard from either one of these guys in a while. So I'm gonna go any, meeny, miny, mo with frankincense or Lionel Woods. So any, meeny, miny, mo, catch big by his toe. If they holler a little bit, tell a little bit, any Lionel Woods, man. I want to pass this to Lionel, man. So I know you probably don't even know me from a can of paint, big guy, but I'll pass it on to Lionel, man. I used to look at Lionel a lot too, man. You know what I mean? So pass it on to Lionel Woods. Holla at your boy, ride the real deep cool. I got to go, man. I got things to do. Saturday. It's a real nice day outside. It's gonna be a real nice night too. You bet, believe. I'm out. Later.